Hey everyone, welcome to Rock Book Show. I'm Kimberly Austin, and I'm super excited to have with me today Stephen Pearcy. Did you ever think, Stephen, that you would add author to your resume?
No, but 5 years ago or so, I was thinking about, I wanted to do a book, and I did an interview earlier, or I saw this thing somebody wrote about the book, without probably reading it all, uh, that it's like new behind the music or something, and I'm thinking, no, it's not, because not everybody's really going to say the same thing, and but I guess it is. I am an author, I guess. I don't know.
You officially are, because here it is in print: Sex, Drugs, Ratt, and Roll. This is a really cool book. I really enjoyed your early days too. Growing up in San Diego, I didn't know about the drag racing thing.
Yep, I'm supposed to, or I wanted to, race cars, be one of the youngest race car guys out of the 70s. At the time, there were a couple guys who were like 16, 18, and I was fortunate enough to work for a team to where the guy, Walt Rhodes, um, took me in as a pit crew guy, and I told him I want to drive these things, and he goes, we have to be like 16, and I was ready to go, and then all of a sudden, my mom, she gets married, she moves to San Diego, and all of a sudden I'm replanted in San Diego, and I get in this wreck, crash, bike, run over or whatever, and it changed everything.
Yeah, that was an incredible story. Did that, now that you can look back, was that the catalyst or the actual defining moment that everything changed for you and you became even more determined to make something special of your life?
To do the music, well, when somebody gave me a guitar, it was kind of like, okay, a guitar. I just seemed to adapt to it really fast, and I wanted to be a guitar player. I didn't want to sing. My first, a friend of mine, Tommy Asakawa, in the book, he's a guitar player guy. Really cool, had the great equipment, and his buddy Chris Hager was a guitar player, and I didn't know he was bringing him to this meeting, but I went there with my guitar after year or so later, after all whatever I learned to play, and they go, well, no, we have guitar players, can you sing? And I'm like, I wanted to play guitar in this band. And they go, no, we got that covered, can you sing? I go, oh, I guess. And okay, well, we're gonna rehearse and just show up here, and I did, and they go, okay, sing. It was like, okay, I guess I just started yelling, and they go, okay, you look all right. I think they just liked how I looked, because I was just some long-haired hippie kind of guy.
You had some awesome hair.
Hippie kid, but it was like, okay. And then, I became the singer of our band,
And you were well known for your look as well. I love that it was called the Concrete Pirate.
Yeah, Cement Pirate.
Cement Pirate, sorry.
Yeah, well, that's, at the time, when Robin was first in the band, and we were thinking about what to do, we hung out with Motley and the whole scene in, 82, early 83 was, leather, black leather, heavy metal, Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, Oz Festival, whatever, and we just noticed that there was like a lot of guys in the audience. We're like, well, we don't really, this is cool, but we like girls. Let's try to figure something out here, and we did. I go, look, well, I'm into this fashion thing, and I like to, I knew some girls who worked at these uppity stores in L.A., and they'd let me rummage through their really expensive clothes and take them out of there, and I'd dresses all up in them and whatever. But yeah, we got out of that heavy metal look, and hence, I loved Adam and the Ants and Duran Duran's and their look and stuff, and noticed there was a lot of chicks and girls, and I go, okay, let's kind of combine all of this and and then to look at us and then hear our music was like just this weird thing for people. So anyway, it worked. We started attracting more girls, and we were happy.
And you did attract girls. You had a platinum card for debauchery. Is that how you put it?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, and used that one up.
Yeah, and you also had an incredible organizational system. I was very impressed by your business skills.
Yeah, well, some people you wanted to remember, and some people you didn't. And I personally just had this thing to where I like to know who, what, where, when, why, and how well.
Yeah. How well, very important. You mentioned Motley. You were also friends with Van Halen very early on, and I love the stories with you and Eddie. And it kind of reminded me of how country artists talk about George Jones on it, getting on a lawnmower to go get booze and things, and Eddie would stash things at your house.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was there anyway, but he would stash a bottle in case I wasn't around or something, and it's it was just one of those things. It was didn't think about it. If I wasn't around, he wanted to have a drink when he couldn't, so he'd go to my place.
And he had a couple alternate plans too, putting it in the bushes and things.
Yeah. So, that was just part of the course, I guess. So I wanted to, bring up some little things that were kind of fun and trippy,
It's really cool stuff. So what are you doing now? Ratt has another album coming out?
We are been working on music for a new record we want to start on actually this year. We want, the last 2 years we've been wanting to get on this thing, and it's kind of cool though. It happened this way because now Roadrunner, the label that we were signed to a couple years back, is now right back is with Atlantic Records. Is their subsidiary or whatever. So now we're back with Atlantic Records, the people we started with, so it's cool.
Yeah, you have your brass knuckle mic holder.
Knuckles, yeah. Mike Knuckles, yeah. And many ventures I do, but that's just to keep me out of trouble.
Yeah. And you have a beautiful daughter now, too. So as a dad and, looking back, are there things that you maybe had to clear with her? Or did you discuss anything with anybody before you put them in the book?
No. Because I told truth. I didn't make anything up or incriminate anybody, and unfortunately some of them aren't with us, but I didn't see reason to condemn or criticize or anybody. I was just telling stories, It's like some stuff didn't make it in, like I said about Robert Plant and meeting Paige, and but as far as other things, it's about as real as you can get. I didn't want to BS anybody, and then have them think, oh, that guy was just full of crap.
Well, a lot of people say that when they write their memoir. It's the truth as you remember it. It's your truth.
Yeah, well, I was, I had read Steven Tyler's book, and Keith Richards, and I was going, these guys are being honest. They're talking real things, whether you like it or not, and I'm not bashing my band, regardless of things that went down. I mean, they're brothers, and most importantly, I wanted to let people know how important Robin was and to the band and its creation, and that's it,
One more thing before we go. You talked about this tape that you have of Bret Michaels. Will it ever see the... Well, maybe you want to tell everybody what it is, and will it ever see the light of day?
The ironic thing is we have done shows with them, and I've actually told each one of them in the band. I have this VHS, still VHS. I haven't transformed.
You haven't transferred it?
No, transferred everything. And I said, and it's cool. It's me, my security guy Phil, at Bret's apartment with his girlfriend at the time, and the drummer and his Bret's sister and all these people, and we're just partying. The limo driver, and because I drive him around in my limo, and I dug the band, and I was becoming friends with them, and we sat around partying one night, and I just put my the tape down because I used to take it out when I'd go on the road, when I was off the road, and I'd go see bands, and we just partied all night one time at his place. And I told them all, I go, I have this tape. You got to have it. It would be great for you to be in your art, your one of your long form videos, or you would love it. And they didn't. None of them gave a shit about it. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna put it on eBay. Somebody's gonna want this. You know, it didn't matter. We were, you know, you guys were like doing blow. We were boozing it up, and it was whatever. It's part of history. Don't be ashamed. Don't, you know, you guys already done TV shows. You copped out to everything you've done. And then again, you know, he still owes me gold, platinum records or whatever. So payback's a bitch.
Payback's a bitch. Steven, this is amazing. Sex, drugs, Ratt and roll. Highly recommend it. So nice to meet you.
Pleasure.
Thank you so much for being here.
Much.
Good luck with the book. And he's going to be around. We'll have the dates on the website as well. And where can we find you? Twitter and that kind of stuff?
Yeah, Stephen E. Pearcy, Twitter, Stephen-Pearcy.com, theratpack.com, Google.
Just Google him. Thanks so much.